Hey there, and welcome. So, you're diving into IGCSE Chemistry. You probably think it's all going to be about memorizing formulas and watching things bubble in a test tube. But today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at what Cambridge really wants you to get from this course. And trust me, it's a whole lot bigger than what you'll find in any textbook. You see, you should think of this course as a journey. It's not just a checklist of topics to get through. It's an experience that's actually designed to change the way you see the world, the way you solve problems, and, yeah, to help you become a more curious and capable person. So that leads us to the big question, right? Beyond just passing the exam, what are the real goals here? What skills, what qualities is this whole syllabus trying to build inside of you? Okay, let's get into it. It all has to start somewhere, and for us, that's the first and most fundamental part of your journey, building a really strong, solid foundation of knowledge. So the first aim is pretty clear. You've got to get the scientific knowledge down. The best way to think about this is like learning the language of chemistry. All the facts, the definitions, the big theories, that's your vocabulary, your grammar. Without it, you can't really read, write, or even think clearly about any of this stuff. And this is just so important. You can't get creative with problem solving if you don't even understand the basic rules of the game. Every single skill we're about to talk about is built right on top of this core understanding. It's the key. All right, so once you've got that language down, it's time to actually start using it. This is the really cool part, where you stop just learning about science and you start doing science. And that means getting your hands dirty. Cambridge really wants you to develop actual experimental skills. We're not just talking about following a recipe here. It's about understanding how to handle data, how to look at evidence, how to work safely, and then using all that to solve problems you have never, ever seen before. Now, what's so interesting here is that this is more than just following a set of steps. It's about changing your mindset. It's about rewiring your brain to approach the world with a whole new level of curiosity and precision. It's an attitude. And this list just says it all, doesn't it? They want you to develop a real concern for accuracy, to be objective and let the evidence guide you, to have integrity, to have that spirit of inquiry that always has you asking why, and to have the initiative and inventiveness to go find those answers. Let's be honest, these aren't just science skills, these are life skills. Okay, so you've built your foundation, you're starting to think like a scientist. What's next? Well, what good is an amazing discovery if you can't tell anyone about it? This is why a huge part of the course is all about effective communication. It's about learning how to take what looks like a messy jumble of numbers and observations and turn it into a clear, logical, and powerful story. A story that uses the language of science to explain how a little piece of our world actually works. You know, the official Cambridge approach says it perfectly. The goal is to get you feeling confident using scientific language. Not just to repeat facts, but to communicate your own views and your own opinions, all backed up by solid evidence. It's really about helping you find your own scientific voice. And that brings us to our final and maybe the most inspiring part of this whole journey. Why are we even doing all of this in the first place? What's the ultimate point? Well, here it is. Cambridge wants you to see that science isn't just some abstract subject that stays in the classroom. It's an incredibly powerful tool that can be used to make a real, positive difference in people's lives and for the health of our planet. So, in the end, the ultimate goal is just to light a spark, to help you move beyond just finishing a course, and instead develop a real, genuine interest in science. The true sign of success is if this journey inspires a passion for learning that stays with you long after you've taken your final exam. Because that's really what this is all about. It's not just a subject. It's a journey of discovery, about chemistry, for sure, but also about yourself. So, the only question left is, are you ready to start? Fundoo Tutor is a personalized learning platform that helps students succeed in Cambridge, IB, and other international curriculums with expert mentorship, structured learning support, and engaging resources.